What up, everybody? It's your boy Big E, and I'd like to welcome you to the second installment of my hip hop CD old school kung fu movie DVD collection. And the last time that I presented this video, I gotten a few likes on YouTube by me showing off my hip-hop CD collection and kung fu movies. So for the few that liked my video, I'd like to say thank you for liking the video. And I'm about to show you my second installment of the hip-hop CDs and DVDs that I have, know what I mean? And like I said on the last video, I'm a big fan of old school kung fu movies and 1990s hip hop and the new school underground hip hop music, know what I mean? So without further ado, let's go to work as I present to you some of the collections that I have. First one up the list is a CD from 1994 on Rap-A-Lot Records. You got Scarface's The Diary album. And it has the classic joints, Hand of the Dead Body. You know, it has joints like I Seen a Man Die. And it has the 94 version of My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me, know what I mean? So if you have this in your hip-hop CD collection, this is a good album to have if you have this classic masterpiece, know what I mean? And the second CD I'm about to show you is from 1995 on Death Row Records, the debut album of the Dog Pound, Dog Food. And it has classic joints like Let's Play House, New York, New York, I Don't Want to Dream About Getting Paid. You know, it has joints like If We All Fuck, Some Bomb Ass, you know, A Dog Days Afternoon, and so on and so on. So go ahead and get this joint, or if you have this joint, you know, make sure you play this shit like whatever the time you have, you know what I mean? Because this is a classic album you should have in your collection. And this joint was from 2010 or 2011. Terminology's The Time Magazine album. And this has classic joints like My Boston, which features Big Shug. And it features Slain, J-Sun, and Edo G. And it has production by DJ Premier and Pete Rock, know what I mean? And it also has production by Static Selector. So go ahead and get this joint if you haven't already, because this should also be in your CD collection, know what I mean? And this joint right here was from 2012, Slaughterhouse's self-titled LP. And it features MCs like Joe Buttons, Crooked Eye, Joel Ortiz, and Royce the 5'9". And this has joints like Coffin, Hammer Dance, My Life, We Did It, Rescue Me, and Goodbye. And it features artists like Eminem, Busta Rhymes. So go ahead and get this CD if you haven't already, or you should have this CD in your collection too, because this is a sure banger to have if you love hip-hop music. Born to sweating, I just finished taking a shower, know what I mean? And this is a classic album from 1996, Bahamadia Collage album, and it has joints like You Know How We Do It, True Honey Buns, you know. It has Breathe the Hard Way, you know. It has Total Wreck, the first joint off her album. And it has I Confess, the original version. And for those who are looking for the Roots I Confess version, you can only buy the CD single of that, you know what I mean? So go ahead and get this album, or you should have this album if it's in your collection, you know what I mean? And this next album was from 1994, House of Pain, same as it ever was, and it features production by Cypress Hill's DJ Muggs. And this contains joints like Keep It Coming, Back from the Dead, All That, It Ain't a Crime, Where I'm From, and the song from the Who's the Man soundtrack, the title track, Who's the Man. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, because this should be in your CD collection, you know what I mean? Right now, what I'm listening to in the background, that's the Sound Providers with their album, An Evening with the Sound Providers, you know what I mean? And if you haven't have this, if you don't have this joint or this CD, go ahead and get this CD, because that's also a sure banger to have, you know what I mean? And this album from Underground MC from an underground MC from Brooklyn, Elder Head Toucher, Destined for Greatness, and it features the joint Destined for Greatness, Lace Chiba, and his two hit underground joints, It's Your Life and Too Complex. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, because this should also be in your collection, you know what I mean? This is a rare underground hip hop joint here. Next up, from the Eversense record label, it's underground hip hop group Union Black with the album Street English. And this contains joints like King Arthur, Our Time, Sunkiss, Girls, and Turf. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, because this is also a sure banger. And this album right here is also an underground hip hop classic. Well, not actually a classic, it's a recent album by an MC named 6-6, and the album is Pain and Poems, and it has joints like Brotherly Love, She Writes, When the Wind Blows, Dope Poem, and it features MCs like Dope Nixon, Block McCloud, and it also features MCs like Nico the Beast and Reap the Lost Cause. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, because this is also a sure banger to have, you know what I mean? Gotta love the jazz, soul, hip hop music, you know what I mean? And this album came out in 2004, 2005, or whatever the fuck. This is the Terror Squad album, and it's called The Album. And it has joints like Pass the Glock, Triple Threat, Bring It On, As the World Turns, All Around the World, Tell Me What You Want, and www.thatsmyshit.com. And it features MCs like Remy Ma, Cuban Links, Triple Sage, Prospect, the late Great Big Pun, and Fat Joe. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, because this right here should be in your collection. And this debut album right here is from a brother from Minnesota, Brother Ali, and this album is called Shadows of the Sun. Shadows on the Sun, pardon me. And it has joints like Star Quality, Win Some, Lose Some, Forrest Whitaker, Bitch Slap, Missing Teeth, Dorian, and Victory Come Forward. So get this debut LP from Brother Ali if you haven't already, because this is also a sure banger to have into your collection, know what I mean? And this album from North Carolina, it's from producer Nicolay Infante, known as The Foreign Exchange. And this is the album called Connected. And it has joints like Von C's Raw Life, Let's Move, Nick's Groove, The Answer, Come Around, and All That You Are. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, because if you like jazz, neo soul, this is the album to have, know what I mean? And this album here, it's a Mayor remix unreleased joints from a group from Boston, 7L and Esoteric, and it's called Moment and Rarities, and it contains joints like Box Cutter Rap, Axe Haulers, Culture of Death, Boston to Chi-Town, Old English, and This Way. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, because this is also a sure banger to have if you love Boston hip-hop music. And this album is from a Wu-Tang affiliate named Prodigal Son. And this album is called Return of the Prodigal Son, which features joints like Soul Survivor, The Traitor, Campaign, Manhunt, Lovely Ladies, God's People, and Love is Love. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, because this is also a sure banger to have, know what I mean? And this album came out in 2007, and it's from Trademark. It's from Trademark and some other rappers. I can't figure it out right now. And this is the album East Coast Avengers, in which the album is called Avenger Airwaves, and it contains joints like Main Man Ways, Revolutionary Theme Music, Pawns and Rocks, World Wounds, Soldier Survivors, and Birth of a Nation. So you should go ahead and get this classic East Coast Avengers album if you haven't already, because this is a sure banger to have. Know what I mean? And this album was made in 1999 under the No Limit label, Snoop Dogg's Top Dog, know what I mean? And it contains joints like My Heat Goes Boom, Snooperfella, In Love with the Thugs, Better Days, Gangsta Ride, Party with the DPGs, and I Love My Mama. And this features MCs like Masterpiece, Silk the Shocker, and C Murder, know what I mean? So go ahead and get this album if you haven't already, or this should be in your collection also. Know what I'm saying? And this album was from 1996 and one of my all-time favorite Rap-A-Lot Records Scarface albums, The Untouchable. And in this joint, you'll find classic joints like Smile with the late Tupac Shakur. And he has joints like No Warning, Sunshine, Money Makes the World Go Round, Faith, and Game Over featuring Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Too Short. So go ahead and get this album if this isn't in your collection too, know what I mean? And this is a recent album by Brand Nubian member Sadat X, Agua. And this album features the joints The City That Never Sleeps, Cut and Dry, Imagine, The Bass Player, Same Shit, Different Day, Maybe It's Me, Tommy Is My Boy, and Nobody. And it contains, and it features artists like Wordsworth, R.A. the Rugged Man, Thurston Howell III, Rozelle from The Roots, UG from Cellar Dwellers, and Edo G. So go ahead and get this album if you haven't gotten this album in your collection, know what I mean? And this is from 1993, in which Guru, he introduced us to the Jazzmatazz compilation. And this is the debut one, Guru's Jazzmatazz Volume 1, an experimental fusion of hip-hop and jazz. And this contains classic joints like Loungin', Transit Ride Down the Back Streets, Take a Look at Yourself, Trust Me, and Sights in the City. So go ahead and get this album if this isn't in your collection too, know what I mean? And this one is from a Canadian MC named Madchild, which he put out his album Silver Tongue Devil. And it has joints like Untold Story, you know, it has joints like Devils and Angels, Jackal, 57, Don't Stop, and Zero. So go ahead and get this album from this Canadian MC if you haven't already, know what I mean? And finally, for my CD collection, we have an album from 1993, which was a damn sure classic, know what I mean? The late Tupac Shakur, Strictly for My Niggas album, know what I mean? And you have joints like Holla If You Hear Me, Soldier's Revenge, Struggling, the hit joint Keep Your Head Up, the title track album Strictly for My Niggas, I Get Around, and Papa's Song. So go ahead and get this classic banger if you haven't already, because this should be in your collection too, you know what I'm saying? And now let me present to y'all my old school Kung Fu movie DVD collection. Now this first joint I'm going to show y'all is a Wong Tao Chang Yi movie, Shaolin Iron Claws. And you know this is a sure classic Kung Fu movie banger to have if you like Chang Yi and Wong Tao movies, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and get this one if you like Kung Fu movies made by that stars Wong Tao and Chang Yi, you know what I'm saying? And this is an indie joint, this is a Chinese joint, in which unfortunately it's not in English, but it's a good action-packed movie. And it's called Be Careful Sweetheart, which stars Adam Chang and Derek Yee. Two swordsmen, you know, fighting for the affection of this Kung Fu lady right here, you know what I mean? So go ahead and get this banger if you haven't already, because this is a sure banger to have if you love classic old school Kung Fu movies. This is only in Chinese though, you know what I'm saying? And this is from the Shaw Brothers label, a classic cult female swordsman-like movie, The Lady Assassin, which stars Lu Choi Hua, Jason Pai Piao, and Andy Lau Wing, also known as Lu Yong. And it also features actors Ku Feng and my favorite actor, Shaw Brothers villain Wong Lung Wei. He's also in this movie too. So go ahead and get this movie if you love them classic Shaw Brothers movies, know what I mean? And this movie here is, well, it's like The Lady Assassin, but this is an indie movie here called The Rebellious Reign. And it stars Soi Soo Kyung and Jimmy Lee. Now, this is just like the movie, The Lady Assassin, but it has a different plot twist from the original movie, know what I mean? But it's a sure banger to have if you love Kung Fu movies. So go ahead and get this movie right here if you love classic martial arts cinema, know what I mean? And this movie right here that I'm about to show you is another Shaw Brothers classic. This is called The Swift Sword, and it stars the late Wang Yu and Ling Yun. Lo Lei is in this picture too, and the Queen of Shaw Brothers swords fighting, Lily Lee, is also in this movie, and Kara Hui's in this movie too. So go ahead and get this movie right here if you love this. If you love swords fighting movies, you know what I mean? And this next one right here is a classic indie movie, and it stars Meng Yuan Man and Wilson Tang Wei Cheng, and this is called The Snake Deadly Act. This is also a sure movie to have if you love kung fu movies, know what I mean? So make sure this is in your collection too, because this movie was actually this movie was good, know what I mean? So go ahead and get this movie if you love kung fu movies, know what I mean? And this movie right here stars Philip Kao Fei and Chen Sing in The Shaolin Monk. And this also stars Judy Lee, Chia Ling. She's also in this movie, know what I mean? So go ahead and get this banger if you love movies that star Chen Sing, because he's a classic kung fu movie actor, know what I mean? And also starring Chen Sing, and it also stars Wang Zhengli and Lo Lei and Ting Hua Chung, Heroes of the Wild. And it also stars actresses Doris Lung, know what I mean? This is a dope movie to have if you love this kind of swords played movie, know what I mean? And like I said, Wang Zhengli is in this movie, the Korean kicker, know what I mean? So go ahead and get this movie if this is also in your vest of interest, know what I mean? And what I like to show you right now, besides the kung fu movies, I also collect wrestling DVDs, know what I mean? And I'm going to show you what I have. The one that I'm currently watching right now is the classic ladder match, a 3 DVD collection, which features superstars like Edge, Rey Mysterio, the late Eddie Guerrero, the late Chris Benoit, Kane, The Undertaker, and so many other superstars. So go ahead and get this 3 DVD collection if you like ladder matches, know what I mean? And this is the ladder match 2, which features The Rock, Mankind, and it features the late Eddie Guerrero, Undertaker, Edge, and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and it features Mr. McMahon, Shane McMahon, and WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin, know what I mean? So go ahead and get this 3 DVD set if you like ladder matches, know what I mean? And finally, what I'd like to show you is a 3-volume set of the greatest cable TV programming that was on the TNT network. The very best of WCW Monday Nitro, and it is hosted by WWE Hall of Famer Diamond Dallas Page, and it's an 8-hour 3 DVD set of classic moments and matches in which WCW ran from 1995 to 2001, know what I mean? So go ahead and get this if you like classic memories and matches from the WCW Monday Nitro show on TNT. And this is also volume 2 here of the best of Monday Nitro, also presented by Diamond Dallas Page. And this is volume 3 right here of the very best of Monday Nitro, which this was a recent release, in which it has classic WCW Monday Nitro matches and moments, know what I mean? And so basically that's all I wanted to show you great people out there, my hip-hop CD collection and my old school kung fu movie collection and my wrestling DVDs collection, know what I mean? And before I end this video, I'd like to send my rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, in which his memorial services were last week. And so my condolences goes out to the family of Nipsey Hussle. And fuck Kodak Black for what he said about Lauren London. Because what he said last week, he just should have shut his fucking mouth when he had the chance, know what I mean? And big up to T.I. for removing the memorabilia of Kodak Black, because he's a fucking whack-ass MC anyway, know what I mean? So respect to T.I. for that shit, know what I mean? And so that's basically all I'd like to show you for now. So y'all take care of yourselves, y'all love one another, because like I always say every week, you only live once in this world, know what I mean? And I'll be back next time with another edition of my hip-hop CDs, Kung Fu Movies DVD, and wrestling DVD collections, know what I mean? So take care of yourselves, love one another, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.